Good morning, everybody. Thursday, May 2nd meeting of Highway Parks Recreation Committee. Wise, and Julie's doing the notes after, correctly? Okay. Linda, Michelle, Elena.
Okay.
Clark. Aaron, Ray.
Yep, Lori's on vacation.
All right, I need a motion to accept the minutes from our April 4th meeting.
Motion.
Motion and a second.
Second.
All those in favor, does anybody have any changes on those minutes? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Highway and Parks item, Ray Smith.
Okay, number one, our usual, crew's working on our everyday request list, trees, patching of roads, basin repairs, small drainage projects. So hot mix is now available for us, so you'll see us out there doing a more permanent patch on, the potholes or, any kind of road cuts that were done, during the winter time when we had to use cold patch. So you'll see that going on. Also sweeper truck is out. So you'll see that around the neighborhoods and then, the different parks cleaning up, the winter sand and stuff, debris that are on the road. So, that's also out.
Twice a year.
At least twice. We try to do it 3 times if we can get it in a third time before the leaves start falling on the road and clog it up. So, and then we use the sweeper, also during our, reconstruction time of paving and stuff. You'll see it out quite a bit. Personnel, tentative hire of a grounds worker, or possibly more summer help. If I get applications, I'll keep you posted. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna leave it on here just in case it comes along. Parks crew's been working in various parks, trimming brush, parks maintenance, getting them open, cleaned up, weed whacking, mowing. So they've started mowing all the facilities.
Yeah.
Blowing out the pavilions, resetting picnic tables for the rentals and such for 2024 season. Yard waste pickup, the scheduled pickup will begin on May 6th, which is this coming Monday. I've attached a flyer here. We also have the flyer and a schedule on the website. Yard waste stickers for your barrels are available here. Town hall out front of the doors, clerk's office, highway department. So, and the rules and regulations are posted as well. So bag, canned or bundled, for the scheduled pickup.
Stay with the side. I know it's hard for people to predict the weight, but.
Yeah.
Try to overload them.
Yeah, and a lot of it is, not necessarily lawn debris. It's out scraping the dirt off the road, the edge of the road, cutting their sod. That all adds up quickly and it is heavier than the rules allow for. So you got to understand they pick up thousands of cans and bags a day. So it's not just, it's only my one heavy one. So they do a lot of work. It's a tremendous pile of stuff we have at the end of the week. So yeah, please try to comply. I know you say that every meeting and we appreciate whatever that helps.
We try.
I know, that's all we can do. 2024 paving. You'll see the cruiser out air hammer and catch basins now have been for the last couple of weeks on the list of roads. I've attached the first round of roads in this packet. Pete
This
is,
is the first round here.
yeah, that's the first round there.
You know what that was, there's a few the website, or do you?
Just the first part, just what I have here. You could take that and post it on the website if you want.
And it is good because check there.
Yeah, and we do hand out letters to every resident that we're working on the road. They have been handed out already. Informational, kind of what we would be doing, kind of a time, we keep them updated. Time frame when we know we're gonna pave, we hand out notices that we'll be paving this day or tentative rain date so that they can keep their cars off the road and not schedule a moving van or an appliance that day. It's just kind of,
Right, we do the best we can. But
we have found that keeping them informed and keeping them in the loop, and
weather
the first letter really lets them come out and say if they have had a problem that we don't know about in the neighborhood, or they have to have their lateral dug up or something before we pave a road and they have planned work and they have to dig up a road is not a good thing. So that list is so tentatively, I mean, it's tough to tell with the weather, but we have a tentative date with the paving company for the first or second week of June. Tentative town board resolution for the maintenance worker or the summer help. River Road Park update, on our end, still working on the parking lot. As of yesterday, we got to subgrade pretty close, so hopefully we'll be finishing up the parking lot. We have a rough grade around the playground with temporary, sidewalk into the playground so the kids can use it. So we'll be hopefully finishing up some, finish grading, some topsoil, some seed, and our goal is to get the parking lot in, finish this project around the pavilion, and then up to the playground to make that usable for this season for the residents and for rental. We do get quite a few people there in a day, even when we're there. So
I think we're almost full out already.
I think it's become
that part's been used.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and I think the addition in the back is good. I mean, we see people walking in from the neighborhoods. They sit at the pavilion, they play with their kids, so we see people all day long. So it is getting used rather well. Just another one, Fieldstone. We had planted some privacy trees as we went in and redid the trails. We opened up some longtime brush between two bordering neighbors. So we have planted some trees on one side. The resident on the other side now requested that we put a few in for privacy as well. So we're going to look into planting a few more, and then we only have to hydroseed a little bit where we went in off the road, and we'll be done there. That job will be complete. So that went well.
As long as you're still on parts there, before we get to open discussion, any updates about over there at the rec center with the trails and stuff like that, and then NIMO and anything there?
I'm still waiting to hear back from NIMO. I was made aware by Laura a couple days ago that one of the neighbors put some pretty horrible no trespassing signs where you may be shot on town property. That we need to make sure are,
Jackson?
I think the last name was Laura, I was told. She said it was over by the rec center. I don't know, Laura, saw him, I didn't see him, I don't know.
Is it, you can see it from Aqueduct Road or something?
She said she was walking over there and it was on town property. I don't know where on town property. I don't know.
I think we seen signs there. I didn't see any that said he would be shot, but we did see some signs when me and you walked.
New trails over by.
We'll make that point to go over the trail and take a look and see.
Laura, see it.
Yep.
Better idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean. There's a
That update, thank you. All right. So then you're not, you got any more in parks?
Yeah,
I cut you off, Will. Discussion.
I have a couple items. for- So, one would be, just pedal paddle run is coming up. So just to make aware, like our part of it, we deliver some barricades, we make sure that the trail has been inspected, in that area from the soccer club all the way to Anthony Street. We'll make sure it's mowed. We usually go down through and sweep at the beginning of the year for any debris or stuff that's laying on the trail. So we just make sure that that's done.
What are the dates on that?
I think it's next weekend, to be honest. I have to
Mother's Day
follow. Huh?
Mother's Day
The what?
weekend? Is it Mother's Day weekend?
I know it's before Niska Day. So, just a heads up on it. Their departments, the police department and that all have their part. And they usually do, but I'm sure there's something online.
8. 2855 Aqueduct.
I think it's county affiliated. I think they, I talked to Joe Twitty earlier this week and he said Jason from the fund would be reaching out to me, but he said might be a change in the route or something. So I know from year to year, they've tried to less impact traffic, so. Yeah, I know.
It's a great event. It's very
Less complaints than when you run through the neighborhood. Just the Niska Day as well. That's a whole couple days for us prior to the parade, getting the viewing stand ready, hundreds of barricades. We work in conjunction with the police department. Joe Twitty gives us the map of the route, Aaron as well. All the info we need to set up, plus a day's worth of work up at Center Road. And then usually we come in the day after to clean up a majority of it and blow the fields off because there's normally games on Sunday after the Niska Day. So
That's on the 18th.
So just a heads up there, we have a sign up sheet for personnel that wants to work. Put that up yesterday, so hopefully we have enough people to cover. A couple other items I have that aren't on here. We did some repairs down at the shooting range. Police shoot at the end of May, so they were having an issue with some mud and some overgrown brush, a couple trees across the roadway. So we spent the day down there the other day. We used recycled millings down there at no cost so that to dry up some of the mud down there and get them up roadway back in there. We cleaned some brush up, cut some trees back along the edge that would potentially fall down and we'd have to go down there again. So we just spent the day down there doing some general cleanup and make that a little bit better for them. I'll go over with Beth. I have 2 quotes so far on Dean Street Park mowing. I think that'll have to go to finance. I think that's under, didn't open them yet, but
How are they looking? You didn't?
I didn't look at them. I kept them, I had, more people than that had requested to go over and meet with Dick Fritz, but I never got any quotes, so maybe it was too much, too big, I don't know, so. But we do have a few, so I feel confident that we can move forward with awarding that. I will also bring whatever, quotes I have for cleaners at town hall. We have to get that done. Beth has worked hard, to come up with a plan to either do it in-house or outsource. I think we're far enough in the year with discussions with Beth. I think we're gonna have to outsource it to free up our people to go do what they need
Yes.
to do. So
Yes.
that's important. Charlie has done many walkthroughs. He's collected quite a few quotes. So I will, go over them with Beth and hopefully we'll have a suitable.
Hopefully we can. This.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for. I'm gonna take what quotes we
Okay.
have. I know Charlie was doing walkthroughs as of even last week.
Seems like he's got somebody going through every few days.
Yeah.
Seems like, hopefully there's some suitable.
Yep, so, I will go over them items with that. And that's pretty much it for me.
I just have one thing.
No,
No, this is a compliment. I just got an email about what a great job the highway did with Arbor Day and how great it looked on the grounds and how the sycamore was beautiful. It was just a resident, the Margaret. It looks like bloom or bloom, but I'm gonna say bloom because it kind of just found it. But yeah, they just wanted to give you guys kudos.
thank you, and pass that along to
Yeah.
the guys.
Right, too, just that I wrote down from the board meeting on Tuesday. You might have already looked at this too, but the cherry trees on that Veterans Memorial Park.
Yeah,
correct?
they've been needed to get hacked down for years.
Okay, that's
It
okay.
was actually on our
To do this.
spring to-do list to get replacements for them.
Are we gonna replace it with the same, something different, you think?
Not
People
if-
like that flowering thing, you know?
I know, but there's probably other species of flowering trees that,
Would do better.
I think would give it a little more color. I would honestly like to get rid of some of them prickly green things on the bottom and maybe do some more flowering or green, than the neighbors over there are tough, so. We would like to spruce it up a little bit, and I think we have the resources to do it. Yeah, those have been declining. We've trimmed them a few times, hoping they would come back. Because it takes them a long time to get to that point, but it might be time for a facelift over there, I'm thinking. We'll try to do that and, it takes a little time for us to do it because we try to do everything in-house. We
Yeah.
try we try to save our resources and so it might take a little longer, but in the end, we saved a little and it looks good. Sometimes, chicken spoons and.
So recreation, we have our summer update registration for summer programs is going fantastic. It's steady. And it looks like it's going to be a really successful summer so far. Employment has been through the roof. For Stack Bar alone, we had about 72 applications. That's for Stack Bar, which we don't. And lifeguard is incredible too. Lori has done all the interviews, the offers have gone out. So I think she has spoken to you possibly. Has she given you names yet or anything?
Not yet, no.
But she'll have
She
that-
usually puts that all together.
She'll have that all together.
Yeah, I know she talked to Janet about,
Yeah.
processing everything.
Yeah, so she'll have that set for you for the next board. Spring soccer update, started on April 22nd. And we have had great weather and Ray, thank you. I went down there the other day.
I don't do the weather, but you're welcome.
But look,
Thank you. I'll pass that along to the fellows as well.
I wish the high school could play on the stage. It's so beautiful.
No, we don't.
No, I know.
They made that beautiful.
No, I know. They would, but they're gorgeous.
Well, that's the investment. We did this year again. Between the fall and the spring, we invested in it. So if you're seeing a difference,
They look
just to say that investment makes a difference.
But I did walk down to field one and then I had a conversation with Chris. No, but I had a conversation with Chris Sedler. And can we close that off until June? I think we could rope off that area and not use it until,
How about we put up a sign? Like carry in, carry out.
but no, do you think we could rope off that area?
I'm not roping off the whole soccer field, just run the duck underneath it.
Just like.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I'm sure it's gonna be no, but
Okay, that's okay. If it's a no, it's a no. But I was wondering if like where the.
the dirt spots that we filled in from the vehicles being on the fields, that spot.
And I will put signs.
Huh?
Saying that, but he's not gonna use it, field one until June. Yes,
There will be no problem.
good, okay.
You make an effort to stay off of it.
And then they're
I
gonna.
mean, it's an alternate for you in case something.
Because he.
I did purchase a roller to go out there and roll the fields as well, so as soon as it's dry enough, we'll hit them again and flatten out any wrinkles. It just something that we've done in the past, but we've done it with the heavy equipment. They sink too much. So we bought a tow behind roller done just for the athletic, so.
Things look. So. Driving range update, the driving range opened. I would say it was on actually Tuesday, the 30th, correct?
Yes,
And so lessons for youth and adult began on Tuesday and the length again, right, you are amazing. For getting the range ready and it'll be open daily from 8 AM to 7 PM.
shout out to Ronnie and Charlie though. They went around and turned all the facilities on and they made pretty quick work of it this year. They got a lot of stuff done in a week's time, so.
That's incredible because people are renting the pavilions like unbelievable. We've had so many reservations already. Really kind of cool information that's going to be happening this weekend is the pollinator garden at the town pool is going to be put in this weekend. It's going to be dug out. Ecos is coming on May 5th. I will be there. I'll take pictures and do all that kind of stuff. So we'll put it on the website. And they will be completely responsible. They were going to try to connect with Charlie just to make sure that they could get access to the hose to be able to water it.
They need to go through Charlie.
Yeah, I
I'm not
gave
sure
them that
what,
number.
I'm not sure what part Charlie has on at the pool yet. I know they've been working down there between everything else, but I'm not sure if he has the water on or if he can set them up with something outside for that.
Okay.
I
I'll touch base with him
would-
today.
Not last minute either. Give the guy a chance to
No, I'll touch base with
Gather.
him today. If not, they'll have to
Today.
Yeah. I'll
today.
Update. The compost bins are in and placed. They're not completely done. I do have pictures, but we're waiting. You love where they are.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's really easily accessible and there's no issue with parking.
No issues with parking, yes. And
Great
the
idea.
signage is gonna be
Collaborative
beautiful. Any chance, do we know if there's been any leveling yet of it or?
Yeah, we just started doing. So.
Awesome. And so that's probably they're gonna be working on that this weekend too. ML schedules and pavilion rentals are doing well. We're kind of really getting the hang of that. And the only resolutions that are gonna be coming is playground and pool employees, driving range employees, and independent contractors.
So hardly anything.
No, I get it. Shoot the messenger. That's all I have.
I'm gonna some highlights on the calendar and then I'll give you some updates. We're kicking off, today's a busy day over there. We have, it's first of the month, well, first Thursday of the month is always, busy. We have book club, we have our birthday celebrations. We also have, Electric City Barn. They're doing an art class. They're doing paper jewelry today. So we're really looking forward to that. And of course, it's Robin's birthday, so it's really big day down there. So, and then we have, defensive driving. The defensive driving class is scheduled for Friday, or for Saturday rather. However, we've had kind of a low reservation response, which is unusual for that group. So we're gonna give it another day. We'll make a judgment call today, so everybody should stay tuned and watch the website. They require 15. Right now, we only have 5, so it could just be busy. Weather's nice.
Definitely tell me, because I can also shoot out a thing if it gets.
Okay, perfect. Yes, thank you. We have Joe Severino coming in for entertainment next Thursday, and we're also gonna dovetail that with a nice Mother's Day celebration. Saturday, May 11th, we have the SAS workshop, and they're coming in and they're doing jelly plates. And that is like a 10:30 to 2:30 workshop. Let's see, the other big, something that's helpful is we have hearing checks back on the calendar with Tony. And so she's going to be coming in on the 28th, Tuesday, the 28th. So she'll start as a regular, and that's always really helpful to folks. We used to do that a lot before the wheels came off with COVID, and it's back on, and it's always popular, that and blood pressure checks. So it's just easy. So we wanted to say, I wanted to let you know that everyone came in and they packaged up all those little pants that they made with the sewing group, and they had 15 total outfits, but they had 200 items of clothing that were donated because she packaged it with like socks and underwear and little t-shirts, and then they sent them over to Works of Mercy. And Works of Mercy is pretty impressive initiative. So it helps a lot. We're always taking donations, so if anybody's interested, please give us a call and we'll let you know what's going on, and they're already on to their next project. So I'll give you more details on that as it kind of forms. We're looking at potential day trips right now. There's a winery up in Ballston Spa, up near the Ballston Spa area. So have you been?
No, I just see it when I go by.
You do? So we were talking about that, and we're talking about doing a J Street trip. There's a bunch of fun, local businesses down there. And then we have our proctor strips, which continue. So the blood drive did well. They did. We believe the final number was 22. They were aiming for 30, but it also coincided with tax day and whatever. So it was still good. We did good, and we'll do it again for fall. We'll put it back on. They're very easy to work with. They're lovely. The moms group, they usually come in every other Wednesday. And we just reached out to them. They also take a hiatus for the summer, and then they'll be back in the fall. And so she'll be coming in next week, and she's just gonna organize and clean out good stuff. Other than that, that's it. Those are the broad strokes, anyways, right?
Great thing today. I cannot keep on taking notes though, that's for sure.
I was just emailing Julie.
Linda, we did order your flowers again this year from the county, so doesn't look like towards probably even after Niska Day before they're available for pickup, but when they're available, I'll bring them down to you. And you as well have interest here, right? So planning the flowers that we're getting. Yeah, did you have interest in that? Didn't they send anything?
Yeah, I think there were a couple actually, but yeah, that's great. Okay. I have one other thing too I wanted to mention is, I don't know if it'll actually, it's for Niska Day and Cedar related.
Yes.
Yeah, look, I asked Lori about using the senior bus to transport it's Brookside, right? I always forget it. Brookdale. The Brookdale seniors that are, able, don't need any assistance with mobility, we're gonna try to get them on the bus and then get them over to Grand Boulevard so that they can watch the parade in the morning, since we don't go down Union Street
So we'll
anymore.
need to talk to Bob or Paul and make sure we have that.
I talked to Lori and Lori we are waiting until the director at Brookdale. We tried to do this last year, but they had some issues with staffing and it became kind of crazy, but we're waiting for the director there to give us the okay. Once we get the okay, we're gonna make sure that we have a driver.
Yeah.
And then if it all works out smoothly, we'll get some
Wonderful.
chairs and
Just
stuff
give me a
set up.
shout when you know the
So
details.
are they mobile? Are they?
Right.
No. If anybody that needs assistance, they can't do it because they don't have enough staff. So it's gonna be only residents that are able to get on it. Yeah.
They're on their own means. We
Yes.
just have to have a driver, one
Exactly.
of our drivers for our bus.
Why we're waiting for permissions, just to make
No
sure.
worries. Let me know.
Just letting anybody cut loose in our bus.
Hopefully, it's just like, I'm thinking Grand Boulevard is probably the best spot, right? We kind of,
Where?
I just was thinking along the island in the middle there. What do I want to call that? The median, yeah. I was just thinking there'd be enough space. Well, because I'm also thinking chairs. I think we probably have chairs somewhere here. I don't know if it's gonna be 2 residents or 10, so.
So is this just for the parade?
Just for the parade,
And then
because they used to come
staff?
out and watch it, and because we changed the route, we're feeling like there's not. Yeah, so we're just trying to give them some kind of option to get over there without too much trouble.
I can absolutely.
That would be great. Yeah, hopefully I'll hear back from her today so we can kind of get that.
All right, I may reach out to the guys anyways, just to see if.
Who's
there's
around?
availability.
Great.
Let's make sure we have a driver.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Step by step here.
Anything else?
You wanna get on your list for mulch. That's
You're
okay.
on
We
my
can
list.
talk about that later.
You're on my list.
All right.
Want to do it?
Our next meeting is gonna be June 6th at 8 AM. So, all right.
I know, I'm like that. I don't know.
June 6th, 8 AM, okay. I will accept a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
So move to second.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thanks, everybody.
One second.
Wow. 8:30, I'm gonna need a nap.